So as you're getting them at being matured, mind you, locks are not supposed to be neat.
Perfect.
Welcome back, people. Hey. All right, so I see you got them starter locks. You just started. Congratulations on the journey. Welcome to the lock community. You feel me? I see you with that great hair texture, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. I see you got started whatever method that you needed to. But you're in the stage of maturing, if you will, adolescent locks, however you want to call it. It's a process. So, yeah, you first got them done. In the first few months, at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, normally you get them retwisted or however, you know, crocheted, and then you wait. I say try to wait a week and a half before washing. Yeah, wait a week and a half, wash it, you get it retwisted again. At night, cover it, stocking cap plus do-rag or however you want to do it. If you work in hot areas or dirty areas or work out a lot, wrap it up at those times also. If you do a lot and you always got your hair wrapped, when you get home, let your hair breathe, you know. And when you first got your locks, yeah, they're a nice size. You think you got them right where you need them to be. They gonna do what they want to do. I'm gonna let you know that. Of course, you got them with the comb coil. They're gonna be that size for a little bit. Then they're gonna get poofy. That's the maturing stage. Yeah, they get poofy, frizzy, fat, however you want to call it. Them niggas gain weight, you know? They gain volume. That is the maturing process. It'll do that and then start budding up. Budding up means it gets more compact, like these. Like ropes. But in the budding process, you may see this happen at the tip. You may see it happen at the base. Either way, it's gonna... Why you fucking with the camera stand? Either way, your locks are gonna grow how they supposed to. You know, they're gonna grow and mature like they should. No, you wanna be messing with stuff, so you in it too. So as you're getting them at being matured, mind you, locks are not supposed to be neat. They can be neat for a little while, of course, yeah, but not necessarily supposed to be neat. Now, when they are neat, they do look good. I'm not gonna lie. Yes. I don't care. Nah. Who told you to interrupt? Sit in the hand. Who told you to interrupt, Sasuke? Ow. Nigga, don't be smacking me. I'm gonna put you down, huh? As far as the ugly stage, that's your opinion. If you feel like you ugly, then I guess you do got an ugly stage. If you don't feel like you ugly, then you ain't got no ugly stage. That's pretty much how that sums up. It's just your locks are growing and maturing. They go from that small starter size to that thick maturing size to that compact matured size. It's a process. It's like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. You don't sit here and be like, oh, that caterpillar and that cocoon is ugly as shit. You but ugly. You might as well go back to not living. Because people will look at your hair while you in the process and be like, oh, your shit ugly. Cut it. Huh? Anybody look at you when you was a kid and be like, nigga, you butt hurt. Go back in the pussy. My nigga, come on now. Don't be disrespectful. Let people grow their hair. If you see somebody with some starter locks and it might not look all that appealing to you, leave them alone. If it's some health things they may have going on, you make it intervene. Be like, hey, I see you got some starter locks, looking good, but also I see this going on. This is what I've done to fix any problems like that, maybe you can try that out. Hit them with that. They'll be grateful and appreciative, hopefully. You know, some people, they're defensive about how they do what they do to their hair. So, you never know. But it doesn't hurt to ask. You won't die. So, the thing about starter locks is you just got to go with the flow. As far as the products, I'll say I don't use conditioners. I wouldn't recommend conditioners. If your hair and scalp is best maintained with conditioners, then by all means, use that shit. But I do not recommend it in the starting process of getting locks. If your locks are going every different which way, use a big hairband, push them back. At night, put a stocking cap or a do-rag on, and while that's on, push those locks back into the direction you want them to go. So that way when you wake up, they'll be where they need to be at. When you get them started and they start to mature or in the process of, you may see some that are not exactly the size that you want them to be, or vice versa. As far as them being too thin, you can combine locks. If your locks you feel are too thick, then you may need to restart. There's not really a profound or sure way to go from thick to thin locks without any complication. Now, thin to thick, yes, you can do that. Combination is very easy. You can two-strand twist them to combine, like I've done countless times, or you can two-strand twist and crochet them to secure and officially lock in those locks or marry those locks, however you want to use the terminology. But as you see, I have longer locks, but I still have that new growth that comes out. This is due to my hair texture. Now I got that curly, that curly hair. My roots are wavy. I'm a little bit dry. I'm about to do a detox. Don't worry about that. But as far as this happens to me every single in between wash and retwist, every time. I mean, it's not a big deal. As long as my locks aren't thin, I'm not really worried about it. All I gotta do is get the parts together and put the hair back where it needs to be. Haven't figured out why exactly yet, but I'm chalking it up to hair texture right now. If you want your locks to be like one full size, I don't know how to, mine are lumpy. I don't really care. That's because of my hair texture. I have different curls in there, making those little lumps and bumps and elbows in my locks. But I don't really care about that because nobody else has that but me. If they have it, but not like me. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't mind. Sometimes you may have a thin area. I have some tips on how to fix these. It is not that simple. If you have any questions or comments or anything that you've done or went through your locking process in the starting stage and it wasn't discussed in the video, just let me know. I will put some notes or make another video, part 2, I don't know. Any of your comments will be posted in the next videos. So shout yourselves out. Follow my IG. If you don't, you'll be missing out on a few in between posts. And that's my cat in the background. Deuce.